and utility cost or increases. Plus, we had a bunch of repairs to radios and equipment. In April, Blue Rock had a total of 55 calls, 24 in Manor Township, 3 were false, 17 in Millersville, 5 were false, and the rest were outside the district. To date, we received $2.8 million from over 500 combination of businesses and individuals donations for our new firehouse. But I got some bad news to report. None of our federal elected officials, that's federal elected officials, made an effort to push forward our grant requests that for funding. All of our time and effort that we all put in for preparing the request documents was wasted, in effect. So we continue to wait to hear from our state elected officials to see if we're going to get anything from the state. Okay, at last month's meeting, a representative from E1 Fireline Equipment, LLC, out of New Holland, gave the commission a presentation on 2 fire engine demo units that they had available for sale. So Blue Rock essentially has a 30-year vehicle replacement schedule that we try to follow, so we don't run into any troubles of bunching up a whole bunch of vehicles. So we have a total of 33 vehicles altogether. So we have 2 engines under consideration for replacement. One's located at West Lancaster, where we've spent over $114,000 in repairs since 2014. And the other one's located at the Millersville station that we spent over $159,000 in repairs since 2014 as well. We would like to run these vehicles into the ground because there's some resale value for other fire companies, smaller ones, that want to buy used equipment, so that we can use the money to put towards the new vehicles that we buy. So getting back to the demo units, maybe someday we could upgrade the equipment so I could just do a slide presentation with some of this stuff sometimes. The demo units, one unit costs $775,000 and will be available in January 2017. The second unit will cost $930,000 and that will be available sometime in June or July 2017. Now the main difference between the two look almost alike, is that the more expensive one has an engine that will burn either regular gasoline or diesel gasoline or natural gas. Plus it has additional firefighting equipment as well on it. So the commission's decision currently is putting this decision on hold, replacing units, and we want to see what happens with our grant applications for the new firehouses prior to committing to any new purchasing of the fire vehicles. So that's all I have for Blue Rock.
And just to be clear, I think you might have misspoke. You said those would be available in, I believe you misspoke. When did you say the new equipment would be available?
The new ones were, the less ones was be available in January of 2017.
2027?
2027.
There we go. Okay.
Very good.
Want to make sure Blue Rock wasn't holding out on a time machine.
Yeah, I'm working in the past here. But normal delivery for a brand new unit is a year and a half, as it is. And we were fortunate enough to pay cash for the 2 new vehicles that we have on hand, but they didn't cost this much.
Yeah.
They only went like, I don't know, $400,000 or something like that. And we were able to pay cash for them, so, and not take out any loans. Okay. So that's all I have there.
Any other questions for the mayor? All right. Civil Service Commission, Tony?
Make that change.
Good evening. My name is Tony Hightower. I'm the chairperson for the
27.
Civil Service Commission. I'd like to provide two updates this evening. The first, on May 18th, the Civil Service Commission certified an eligibility list with 5 eligible candidates for patrol officer. The top 3 of those candidates are Esther Hottenstein, John Massey, and Carlos Crispin Rodriguez. All of these applicants did pass their examination process. The next step in the process is to post the eligibility list in the Borough Police Department for a period of no less than 30 days. The eligibility list will be valid for a period of up to a year, which may be extended by the Civil Service Commission by a vote within the commission, or may be terminated prior to that year also within the discretion of the Civil Service Commission. So those candidates will be available for the chief to pursue, and the order that I listed the candidates in is the order of their ranking based on their examination process. So that eligibility list is now available to the chief. Any questions on that or on the process?
No, thanks, that's good news.
Excellent, very good news, very good news. And then the other announcement that I have is just a reminder that we have the third annual National Night Out coming up. It will be held on Tuesday, August 4th, and the one of the themes that we'll be pursuing or presenting through National Night Out is back to school safety. We already have quite a number of return vendors from last year, so we do expect a great turnout this year. And that's my report and updates for today. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Staff reports, the April financial report. Rebecca, you have that?
Sure. In your backup was our statement of revenue and expenditures, as well as our check register for the month of April. I can answer any questions about it, but I just want to note one thing that is good to note at this time of year, which is that we're doing very well on our tax collection. As of the end of April, we were at 90% of collecting the taxes for the year. That's just our property taxes. And you know, that sets us up for the rest of the year. So we need to do well in the beginning part of the year to last through the end of the year. So that's pretty good. And at the next meeting, at the June meeting, I will give sort of a where we're at check-in mid-year, just a brief overall of how we're doing in general. But I thought you all should know the good news on the tax front. That's all I got.
Great. I'll make a motion to accept the April financial report and authorize staff to satisfy the ordinary and routine obligations incurred by the borough for this month.
Second.
All right, thank you, Joe. Comments? Questions? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. The April police report.
Okay. The summary for the police department's activities for the month of April are as follows. We answered 349 calls for service, handled 18 ordinance complaints, 3 were involving animals, 5 were for disorderly conduct, and there were 5 others. That resulted in 5 ordinance citations being issued, and we also issued 1 disruptive conduct report for that month. We made 10 criminal arrests, 9 were adult, 1 was juvenile, handled 3 Part 1 offenses, cleared all 3 for 100% clearance. We handled 41 Part 2 offenses and cleared 38 for a 93% clearance. In terms of traffic, we had 59 traffic violations for the month. 11 were speeding, 23 were others, handled 14 vehicle accidents, and all 7 were reportable, which is a little strange. 140 parking tickets were issued, and the officers patrolled just about 3,300 miles. In terms of more serious cases involving investigations by the lieutenant and myself, I don't believe we picked up any new ones. We're still working on some of the more involved previous ones that we had. That's it.
Thank you. April code enforcement. Rob?
Orion's always calling. Orion's always calling.
So far the finish off April, we issued 19 permits and performed 14 inspections. We had 53 rental renewals and 59 inspections. So far in May, we issued 6 permits with 2 inspections, and we had 40 renewals with 205 rental inspections. Are there any other questions on the other sides of the report?
Any standout information?
We had
That
a
we should know.
zoning hearing with John Hers, Village Market, that was approved for his solar array down there.
Okay. All right, great. Yeah, that's a standout item for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, on to voting items. We have discussed the ordinance to amend the Borough Code previously to adopt the International Maintenance Code, version 2024. And that also includes our additions and discussions about native landscapes. So at this time, I would make a motion to approve the ordinance to amend the Millersville Borough Code of Ordinances to revise and restate Chapter 150 Code Enforcement, Article 1, Property Maintenance, to adopt the International Property Maintenance Code 2024 as the Millersville Borough Property Maintenance Code, together with certain revisions and additions.
Seconded.
Discussion or questions?
There's been no change since we discussed this 2 weeks ago, right?
To the actual ordinance itself?
The actual ordinance
No.
itself, okay. Just the minor edits to the form
Yeah.
that'll be available at the front desk.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a whole lot to talk about then.
All right, then, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Back to the mayor, the mayor's report.
Okay. No dates in this one. All right, I attended May's Lancaster County Mayor's Association luncheon that was hosted by Mayor Bruce Ryder in Strasburg on Wednesday, May 13th. And we talked about micro-mobility electric devices, electric-powered bikes and electric-powered scooters operating in our boroughs. Right now, some of our boroughs are adopting ordinances restricting operations in some fashion, one way or another. The consensus of the group was that this should be a Pennsylvania state legislation more so than a local municipal ordinance. And so I don't know if we have a situation, an issue with a lot of bikes in town.
There is an issue that's been growing. It hasn't been a major problem in the borough yet, but it's more infrequent and occasional. We haven't had a lot of traffic complaints or accidents involving them, but we're seeing more around us as you get closer to the city. Lancaster Township and Lancaster City have had some
Oh, yeah,
bad
yeah.
stuff, but in general, it's a national trend. I think California just passed some major legislation to ban certain electric vehicles, actually, because they're having so many problems in their urban areas.
Yeah, I'm very concerned. I've seen kids on bikes blow through stop signs and with, no regard for vehicles.
Adults as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but,
And dirt bikes, the electric dirt bikes are as fast as some of the regular dirt bikes, which is what's causing a lot of problems too.
yeah, I'm very concerned for kids, for something. I don't want something to happen in our municipality.
So I just brought it up just so the council will be aware, so we have an idea of something,
Well,
so.
if they want the state to do that, was there any discussion of any specific action the state was interested in
No, we
taking
didn't
with the
get into any
bikes?
specifics or anything, it was just general discussion, talking about it, and so, we'll have to.
Any
wait and
motion
see.
from the LIMC about it?
Actually, the LCBA, at the last LCBA meeting, there were a couple of state reps who were there, and they were speaking about action that they're trying to take at the state level. They were sort of unofficially polling the group of boroughs about if they think that how much local control there should be versus state sort of overriding that. The last I heard was that the couple of reps from our area who were there were trying to put together a piece of legislation for the House. I don't know where they've gotten on that, but I know that they've run up the chain. There's a number of them who are working on a piece of legislation that they said they were hoping to bring forward soon. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think that they were trying to figure out what that nice balance is between the local control and the state saying, what the rules should be. I know a couple of the other municipalities around us too have been just basically trying to create more awareness around the regulations that are already in place. I think I saw like West Hempfield or one of the Hempfields put out something about there's like a sheet that PennDOT has where they put it out and it says what you can and can't do. Whether people follow that. But I know that at least at the LCBA meeting, they did talk about it, and the reps who were there said that they're trying to have some movement.
Great.
Okay, I also attended the Millersville Borough Business Association meeting that was held on May 6th, and they requested that a fire engine be put on display at our September 12th Saturday in the Park event. So I relayed the information to our fire commissioner so that he knows that that request is there. And finally, I would like to commend the borough manager, Rebecca and Emma, and any of the other office staff that put together this spring-summer newsletter from the borough. I know that it takes a lot of time and effort to put something like this together, so thank you.
Seconded.
So that's what I
Yeah.
have.
Really helpful.
Absolutely.
All right, Millersville University report. Victor.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to be here on this wonderful evening. The sun is finally out on campus and in the borough. Wanted to, first and foremost, mention to you that we had a wonderful commencement day 2 Saturdays ago. It was a glorious day on campus. The weather was somewhat cooperative. At least it only rained between a session. We had 909 undergraduates and another 254 graduate students receive degrees that day across 3 sessions. We had a 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 5 p.m. So it made for a long day for staff and faculty, but for the students and their families, it was absolutely a perfect day. Wanted to also mention to you that we have summer session underway on campus. Summer session is started last Monday, so right after commencement. And for us, summer session largely these days is a online summer session. I'd say, I'd say that more than a very healthy majority of our classes are online. So you will see a few students around, but those are few and far between because most of our summer session is online, as Joe will attest. Okay, so wanted to also mention to you that we have received a rather sizable grant of over $750,000 from the State Department of Education to support dual enrollment programming. We are expanding dual enrollment programming, and we have now some much-needed scholarship funds available, particularly for students in Penn Manor School District. So we are partnering with, we have partnered with three different school districts, 2 school districts and a charter school in this grant. And so, again, it brings over $750,000 of new money to support dual enrollment students. I bring that to you because we do have Penn Manor students on as liaisons to your board. And I think it's an important thing that we're doing now to expand our dual enrollment programming to support students from the borough and, of course, across the Penn Manor School District. Last thing I wanted to mention to you is that our baseball team was absolutely playing brilliant ball and made it all the way through the NCAA first level regions, got to the super regional, and of course, right here at Cooper Park. Because of the lights and because of the infrastructure that was built here, we were able to host all the way through the first round and the super regionals. And so I think that's quite a benefit to both the university and to be able to showcase the borough and bring some outside revenue into the borough for our merchants and our businesses. And so I think that was really for us a glorious thing. Now, boys came up short there in the super regionals, but not for a lack of trying, and they had a really brilliant season. That is my report. I'm happy to answer any questions.
That's all really exciting, wonderful information.
Thank you.
That you shared. Thanks so much. Penn Manor report.
They weren't able to be here this evening, but I do have an item related to that I would love to share with you all.
Excellent.
It just arrived here today, and I found out about it last week. At Penn Manor High School, there is a child development class, and they did a project this year where they created a small children's book called Goodnight Millersville. Oh, wow. And it is absolutely adorable. All of the art was done by the students, and they are selling it for donation. And we have offered to have some of them here in the borough office for anybody who wants. It's a $10 donation to a foundation called the GEM Foundation. It supports kids with special needs, I believe in Uganda. But it is so cute, and they have pages about. They have a page about John Hers. They have a page about our park. They have lots of pages about the university. I mean, it's super cute. If you want to see any of them, we have them here in the office, in the lobby. Yes, out here. And if you want to get one by donation, the poster out there has the QR codes to scan. They'll take Venmo or something along those lines. But super cute. Got to check it out. I just thought, what a neat project that they did. This was the child development class at the high school.
Will we be able to post that on Facebook at all?
Yes, I emailed them today just to confirm that was okay. I wasn't sure if they bought enough for if waves of people start coming in, if we're prepared. So we are going to post it if they're okay with that.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. Roll right into your manager's report.
Perfect. Well, as the mayor said, the newsletter is out, so we're really excited about the new newsletter. The season's newsletter out. In relation to I don't have any voting items, I just have some updates. In relation to the ordinance that council passed this evening, it will take us probably a few days, up to a week probably, to get all of the new property maintenance code information into our system, and we will take that draft native plant form and print copies. We'll have it on the website, and we'll try to get that embedded. It will take, because of the way that our codification system works, with the vendor that we use for codifying our ordinance, it will take a few months for the actual online ordinance to reflect all of the changes. They do that quarterly for us. But if anybody is unsure, because of course this does go into effect as soon as council has passed it, if anybody's unsure about any of the changes or questions about the property maintenance code with the changes, they're welcome to contact the office, and we're happy to help. I note that because of the fact that this is a very intricate ordinance, and because it won't be codified immediately in the online ordinance, I don't want people to get confused. So I just wanted to put that out there. Speaking of our system, we are, I would say, I don't know, we're like 85% there on really feeling really comfortable live with our finance system. that has our accounting and our new permitting system that also has code enforcement and rental inspections. And Rob's using an app now to do rental inspections. So we are like totally joining the 21st century over here, which is really exciting for us. But we still ask for a little bit of patience on things like permits because we are still getting used to the new way of putting in permits and all of that. So we just ask for a little bit of patience there. But I'm going to speak for both of you and say that we're doing great and we're really excited about the new system. Okay, great. That's the head nod I'm looking for. I wanted to say that just to remind everyone about our community lecture that we are hosting in partnership with the university. We're going to be hosting here in our office June 22nd at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a great panel of speakers talking about the Conestoga River and the excitement around it being the River of the Year. We have a poster up, it's on our website. We're trying to blast it out with social media. But we hope that many folks can attend. I've got a couple of RSVPs already coming in. RSVP, it's not required, just requested. But we're really looking forward to that evening to celebrate our connection to the river. So please do come out. I'll give one more reminder about that at our next meeting. And finally, I just wanted to say that I got a chance last week to attend the State Association Conference for Municipal Managers, the APMM conference. It was in Pittsburgh this year. Had a chance to talk with lots of other municipal managers, borough and township alike, learn a lot from each other and everything. It was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. Just wanted to let you all know about that. And that's all I've got. I can answer any questions.
Nothing from me. All right.
All right, good stuff.
The personnel matter update I have listed for the president's report, I'm going to bump to our next meeting. And I have nothing to add. So with that, we'll go into citizens' requests or concerns. Anyone interested in addressing council? All right.
Change your mind halfway through the meeting, maybe.
All right, with that, I will make a motion to adjourn at 6:31.
Seconded.
All right, all in favor?